And in this video, I wanted to share my top 5 time travel movies of all time. For the past few weeks, our family has really enjoyed the new Loki show on Disney+. It stars Tom Hiddleston as Loki, who hasn't always had the best relationship with his half-brother Thor.
One time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" And he stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
The show also stars Owen Wilson from the American classic Drill Bit Taylor.
Now, it isn't all Oriental martial arts. Sometimes you give a little Mexican judo. As in, you don't know who you're messing with, Holmes.
And best of all, it's a show about time travel. And anyone who knows me knows that I love time travel stories. Every time travel show has some sort of gimmick or rule to try and explain the inevitable paradoxes that always exist.
Marty, whatever happens, you must not let your other self see you. The consequences could be disastrous. Excuse me, sir.
Other plot devices include talking about placing an object somewhere for your future self and having it magically appear.
Well, time travel back to 2 days ago, steal your dad's keys and leave them here. Where? I don't know. How about behind that sign? That way, when we get here now, they'll be waiting for us. See? Whoa, yeah!
Some movies don't even bother trying to explain time travel.
Because if we start talking about it, then we're gonna be here all day talking about it, making diagrams with straws. It doesn't matter.
4 episodes into Loki, and I already like some of the concepts they play around with. Loki and Drill Bit Taylor are trying to capture a villain through time, but no one is able to detect them with their time tools. Our hero Loki realizes that this villain might be hiding out during apocalypses to avoid time detection.
It could be any apocalypse. If everything and everyone around you is destined for imminent destruction, then nothing that I say or do will matter.
Most of these time concepts are a big reason why I love time travel shows and movies. And in this video, I wanted to share my top 5 time travel movies of all time. I'm excluding movies that repeat their day over and over and over. That's not really time travel in my book. I'm also excluding movies where time travel was actually the big twist. Instead of talking about these movies, I'll show 1-second clips in quick succession, so if you've ever seen these movies, you'll recognize what I'm talking about. Here are microsecond clips of the movies with time travel as a spoiler. Now, on to my top 5 time travel movies of all time. I had a list somewhere though. Where's my list?
Here you go.
Oh, thanks, hon.
No problem.
Yeah, this is it. I must have dropped it outside somewhere. Let's get started. Number 5, 12 Monkeys. Anyone who knows me knows I love monkeys, even though I wasn't sure if I wanted to see a dozen of them. Thankfully, 12 Monkeys is more about Bruce Willis traveling back in time to stop the spread of a virus that shuts down the entire world. In this dystopian future, no one goes outside, everyone wears protective masks, and everyone is holed up in their homes. Basically a normal day in 2020. I don't want to ruin some of the time twists, but the movie really sets up the story well and has some surprises in the end. I highly recommend it. Oh, and this movie also stars Brad Pitt as an insane person.
Crazy as a loon.
Number 4, The Time Traveler's Wife. Anyone who knows me knows that I love a good time travel romance starring Rachel McAdams. And there's actually 3 of them, if you could believe that. What I didn't love was the movie's title, The Time Traveler's Wife. Seriously? Why not The Time Traveling Husband? Or, hey, that guy who time travels and, oh yeah, is married. The movie plays around with the idea of a person visiting their lover from her childhood to adulthood. McAdams also stars in About Time in Midnight in Paris. Talk about time casting, right? Now, I've watched About Time and it's a pretty good time travel movie, but I've only learned about Midnight in Paris while researching for this video. What blew my mind about Midnight in Paris is not only did it have Rachel McAdams, but it actually stars the 2 leads from the Loki show, Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston.
Scott Fitzgerald. And who are you, old sport? Gil.
I feel like someone's playing a time trick on me. Number 3, Avengers Endgame. Anyone who knows me knows that I love it when games end, and this was the biggest endgame ever. It was actually a very entertaining time travel movie. The plot revolves around heroes planning a...
What do you call it?
time heist?
to retrieve the Infinity Stones before they were destroyed. One of my favorite scenes is when the Avengers are discussing time travel rules based on the movies they've seen.
Who told you that?
Star Trek, Terminator, Time Cop, Time After Time.
Quantum Leap?
Wrinkle in Time, Somewhere in Time.
Hot Tub Time Machine?
Hot Tub Time Machine. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Basically any movie that deals with time travel.
Die Hard? No, that's not one.
This is known.
I also loved how they traveled to time periods during past Marvel movies, including Asgard in Thor 2, the first scene in Guardians of the Galaxy, and of course, the final battle in the Avengers movie. Overall, Endgame did a great job playing with time travel concepts and being the perfect closure to the first 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Assemble.
The extra bonus is meeting variant Loki for the first time right before he appears on the Disney Plus show. Number 3, Looper. Looper was directed by Rian Johnson, who, before Star Wars 8, was a well-respected director. The movie is about a future where murder is not allowed, so the mob has to send their victims to the past to be eliminated by their goons. It sounds pretty dumb when you say that out loud, but believe me, it's actually a pretty good movie. At some point in time, these goons eventually have to execute their own old selves to close the time loop. In this movie, young Bruce Willis is about to kill his old self, but old Bruce Willis has other plans. I highly recommend this, definitely over Star Wars Episode 8. And number 1, Back to the Future, the trilogy. Of course, we end with the big daddy of all time travel movies, Back to the Future 1 to 3. Together, they are a masterpiece in time travel storytelling and entertainment. The first movie was a perfect story of going back to a time when the hero's parents were his age. He needs to fix the past and figure out how to get back to the future. The second movie paid fan service by showing what the future looked like in 2015. I'm still waiting for my real hoverboard. The third movie had a Western theme and gave us the perfect bookend to the entire series. I watch all 3 movies at least once a year, and now my kids are a fan of the series. That's my top 5 time travel movies, but I do have one more surprise. I've always been fascinated with time travel, and I've been working on something that I want to share with you all. I actually created a time travel wristband which takes me 30 minutes back in the past, and I like to take this time to try it out for you guys. So let's put this on, and I'm gonna step outside my office and give it a shot. I'm outside my office, and now I'm gonna go to my time travel pad, get in the time travel pose, and we're gonna go back 30 minutes in the past. Let's try this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It worked! Where's my shirt? Where did my shirt disappear? Okay, I think I'm 30 minutes in the past, which means I'm recording a video now. All right, so I'm recording. What's this? Oh, this is my top 5 list. I must have left it outside. Oh my gosh, I need it. Okay, let's give it to him now. Time travel videos. Now, where did I put that list? I had it here somewhere.
Here you go.
Oh. Okay, hon. Thank you, hon.
No problemo.
Okay, so this is my list. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I just interacted with my past self. All right, so I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and then go back to the, oh my gosh, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, this is broken. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. I need to go back to the future. No!